Hey guys, Dave Keller here with Market Misbehavior. Hope you're having a great day. Wanted to share with you a couple comments on what I call focus on what's actually happening. I post a lot of videos on YouTube through my Market Misbehavior channel, also my work with stock charts and Stock Charts TV. And I receive a lot of comments from people that watch the videos and feedback and constructive criticism on what I'm doing. One of the comments I got when I was writing I posted a market-oriented video talking about a particular sector, a particular stock, and someone sort of gave their reaction to what I posted, and then they finished their comment by saying this: "It's ridiculous, but it seems to be what is happening." And I love that quote. It's ridiculous. He's explaining the whole environment about what gold was doing. It's actually, he says, it's ridiculous, but it seems to be what is happening. And even though that was just the way I think they summarized that, it's completely crazy what is happening. And to be honest with you, based on a deep analysis of market history, market dynamics, there's plenty that's happening right now, which is pretty standard in terms of the cycles of fear and greed and euphoria and desperation. That's all playing out. But the way it's happening and the structures of what's happening and the uniqueness of what's happening this year is absolutely true. It's an unprecedented year by most stretches. But what I love was how they wrapped it up with, it's ridiculous, but it's actually what's happening. So what's funny is I think one of the benefits or one of the beauties really of technical analysis is that it is not focused on what could happen or what should happen. It's focused on what is actually happening. The chart of gold does something. The chart of the S&P 500 does something. The chart of a bond future, bond ETF does a certain thing. And as those trends are playing out, as gold goes higher and technology goes higher and industrial stocks go higher and energy stocks struggle and bond yields go up and bond prices go down, or whatever combination of things are happening, we can debate that whole way, why it is happening, what should actually be happening, the reasons why the movement in the prices makes sense or does not make sense. But to be honest with you, all of that truly does not matter nearly as much as what is actually happening. And I remember this the first time, this was early on in my time at a large buy-side institution. I remember talking with the portfolio manager who ran our gold fund. And we looked at gold going vertical, and we were debating why it made sense for gold to appreciate that much and what it meant for gold to be going to all-time highs and the conditions that would allow that to happen. But you know, one of the things I took away from that was it really doesn't matter. We can debate why it should be happening as long as we want, but at the end of the day, I have to recognize that that is happening. Gold is going higher. It has been going higher. All the evidence that I can see tells me that there's no reason why that should stop going up today for any particular reason. So I'm going to assume that that trend is going to persist until proven otherwise. And I had many lessons along those lines, really embedding the theory or the thesis of trend following and following the momentum and focusing my process on identifying where the momentum was shifting and where I saw it continuing and placing bets, leaning into things that were working well and leaning away from things that were not working well. And it served me very, very well over much of my career. So when you finish your analysis, when you analyze all the conditions around you, when you analyze the macro picture, even a particular stock, and you find yourself finishing with, well, this is absolutely ridiculous, but it seems to be what is happening. Make sure that when you're placing your bets, when you're actually defining your thesis, define it not on the ridiculous things that don't make a ton of sense. Define it based on what is actually happening. And if you ground your process on what is happening, how buyers and sellers are coming together and trends are evolving based on where the belief is of expectations and where things are headed, overall, I think you're going to finish more on the right side than on the wrong side of market history.